What's up there, you guys? Happy Wednesday. I look crazy. This is going to be just a check-in. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome. This is just a quick little live stream. This is cute. This is just a little live stream. I just wanted to check in with everybody. So how's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday, Hump Day. The week's almost over already. Let's see. So I'm live streaming. I wanted to interact with people, but it might be like a weird hour, like odd time to be doing a live stream. But I wanted to say what's up anyway. That's how some guys are feeling. I might go on Instagram. I don't usually do that, but I might do an Instagram live. Let's see. Let me see how I want to do it. I want to do it like this. So I'm going to try to do like both platforms. I look crazy, by the way. Let me see. Live. Start a live. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so this is gonna be just a energy check-in for Wednesday. I just feel like doing it. What's up, China? So I'm on two different platforms. I'm on Instagram and I'm on YouTube. So if I look up and I look down, it's because I got two different devices set up. What's up, everybody? Alright. It seems like it might be a little more popping on Instagram than it is on YouTube. What's up? Hey. What's up, Hood Priestess? Yeah, Instagram. I'm on Instagram more, so I don't know why I just want to stream on there. But how is everybody feeling? It's Hump Day. I look crazy, y'all. I hardly ever get on here. You're watching on YouTube too? Yeah. So I'm just gonna do like a Wednesday check-in or whatever. And I wanted to see how everybody was doing. What we got here? 6 of Swords and 10 of Pentacles. I'm putting this back. It's been rough. Yeah, it's been like a weird, okay. For me, it's only like rough because it's like this wave of energies. Like 1 minute, like you just feel so many different things. Like I swear I was feeling like I was pregnant the last week. I think it was last week. I had like pregnancy symptoms, which is really weird. I'm not pregnant. There's no way possible I'm pregnant, if you know what I mean. Like it's not possible. It's not happening. But yeah, I was just feeling sick. Like I had morning sickness. I had like really bad headache, like right here. It was just like throbbing. It wouldn't go away. It was like a 24-hour headache. It was horrible. It was horrible. So I think it's just the energy. Like it's a lot going on. I'm not the best at like tapping into that. Pregnant with depression. A friend of mine was telling me like those feelings are because you're giving birth to something, and that completely makes sense. Like energetically, you're giving birth. You're giving birth to either something in your life, or it could be an aspect of yourself. But there's no way I'm pregnant. But yeah, I have those. I've been pregnant before. I have a daughter, so I know what it feels like to have morning sickness. And that's exactly what it felt like. And another friend of mine, she was like, she had these feelings of pregnancy contractions. So if you've ever been pregnant, you know what I'm talking about. And my mom said she experienced the same thing last week. And I'm like, it's got to be something in the energy. My period came around the blood moon. Like, my period came a little bit early. And my period came during the blood moon. Some people were saying that their periods came early. During that, like, it was forced to come on. It's freaking crazy. If you're a woman, you know, you get it. But I'm sure men are feeling some things too. It's crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to see like what the energy is for Wednesday. For some reason, I just felt guided to. So I'm just going to tap in and ask the Most High God to protect this reading. Also ask the Most High God to give me divine truth and clarity. And what energies would you like me to tap into? What is it that we're all dealing with collectively? Why you brought us all here? Even those that may come on and watch this live later. What is the purpose and the meaning for why we're here? What is this energy? Yeah. We got to remember too, like, we have a lot of manipulation going on in, I was about to say solar system, but maybe we have a lot of like energies being manipulated, and so you got to take that into account too, because you're an empath and you're feeling all this weird stuff. Sometimes it's because there's, you know, other energies that are manipulating the atmosphere and manipulating or trying to manipulate most of our brains. That's why you got to stay, just for me, you know, you got to find balance between being grounded in the physical realm, but also being grounded in the higher realms. As long as you stay above like a higher frequency, all this other stuff that they're trying to do, it's not really going to penetrate you. Yeah, you'll feel it because you're an empath. You'll get some feelings of it, but the effects, like the major effects of what it's trying to do, it won't. It's not gonna. They're not gonna master that. If that makes sense. Because it's like the weather is weird. I know they're doing when they're not manipulating the weather because it's cute. Like, oh, we want it to be hot in this area when it's usually cold. It's something they're doing. It's like the frequency that they're putting out. I'm not just gonna get into much into that stuff. Let me hold off on that. Yeah, do some protection, y'all. I'm not the best at meditation. I'm not like those meditation. I'm gonna sit in my room and meditate. Like, I'm not good at that. I meditate in weird ways. Like, I'll go into like another realm sometimes. That's my meditation. I don't sit there and just like hum until I get to some space in my mind. And I'm not that type of person. I don't do all that extra stuff. But it is important that you do ground. Do ground. Alright, let's check out these messages. I keep shuffling. Alright, this is way too many cards, but I do see some major arcana. So we have the Lover's card. Lover's card, 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, King of Swords, Princess of Wands, Death card, the Moon. Got a lot of majors. 7 of Swords. So we got 2 7s so far. The Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Alright, so I feel like this energy is about balance and finding balance. So we have 3 court cards. We got the King of Swords. So this could be air energy. Prince of Cups, water energy, and Princess of Wands, which is fire energy. This could be specific to certain signs. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. What I'm picking up is like a fluctuation of different energies. So I would definitely say to cleanse right now. Cleanse your energy. Cleanse your energy. With this King of Swords, I kind of get like, I don't know why, I'm gonna just say it. I don't know if it's like one person that this represents or many, but it's like those that are like those that are in charge of this illusion. I don't want to get too much into that. Like, I don't know. Some people might not be able to hang with what I'm saying. But governments, it's like this illusion. And, like, someone's keeping it up. Monkey see, monkey do. So it's kind of something. I feel you got to be careful with certain things in the media. Like, I'm trying not. How can I say this? Like, in a way that makes sense. And not sound like conspiracy and sound crazy or something. Like, how can I explain it? Oh my God. Because what I'm feeling is like the government shutdown stuff and all of that, it sends out some sort of frequency, and that's what it was meant to do. It was meant to send out some sort of confusion, a chaotic energy. And I feel like people are still feeling the effects of that, whether it be the aftermath, say people are still struggling to pay their bills and whatnot. That's what it's meant to do. And it's kind of like those who are of higher vibration is still trying to like not get caught up in that, but at the same time they're affected by it. So it's like, how can I not get caught up in that? How can I not be in fear? Because it's tampering with my reality or my so-called reality. So it's kind of like you're feeling imbalanced because you're still caught up in this illusion. And I don't feel like it's solely because of the physical. This is the only Pentacle card that came out was the Two of Pentacles. So that's like tampering with your reality, but it's not so much so. Everything else to me is more spiritual based. The Seven of Swords is that deception, like the illusion being broken. Some people are already hip to it, and it's like you can't get away with it, you know. This Hierophant, I love the Hierophant because it's a Taurus card. I'm a Taurus. Sometimes he can be of the righteous, but in this instance, it's kind of like, I'm hearing the word fear-mongering. But it's like with the Hierophant, he's projecting it's like he's controlling. Look, he has a sheep right next to him. I know Spirit's not fucking with me. I know Spirit's not fucking with me. You got the sheep right here. You see that sheep right next to him on his side? It's like this false religious type of energy. It's a program. It's a control mechanism, and that's what this is. And there's a monkey right here. So the monkey see, monkey do. The sheep energy is kind of like trying to put everybody in this one mind frame, in this one box. And the reason why this is happening is because the illusion is being broken down. Those of you who are spiritual fighters with the Seven of Wands, you're fighting this energy. That's why you feel imbalanced. That's in short. You know that this illusion is breaking down. The fear, the control. You can only do this. You can't do that. The limitations. All of that stuff is like that doesn't exist. That's not real. I was hoping this to be like a little light and fluffy, like normal mundane reading, but it's not that. I don't know. It's not that. On a more personal level, it'll be different for everybody. What illusions are breaking down, certain relationships, friendships, connections that you have with people, they're not, you know, they just don't relate. And now it's time. You see all these bees? Oh, wow. This woman is honey. Like, she's dripping with honey. It's got like a sexual undertone to it. But what I'm picking up with that, it could be that you're attracting those to you that are meant for you. Because the Lover's card can represent a high vibrational relationship. It doesn't have to be just romantic, but just roll with it. It could be romantic for you guys. It could be also not just romantic, but it can also be other relationships too that you're attracting and that you're manifesting. The Princess of Wands is like that baby phase, that initial stage. Some sort of, because she's cracking this golden egg open. So certain things that you're manifesting, you're starting to see that. When I did my other live the other night, what was it? It was 2 Saturdays ago. Yeah, not last Saturday, but the Saturday before that, before the blood moon. That Saturday I did that reading. There was a lot of stuff happening, like people around me were experiencing manifestation stuff, like things that they never thought that they could manifest, like some crazy stuff. And that made me go like, something is up. Because that doesn't happen. And if it's like more than one person, If it's more than one person, then I know it's like spirit speaking to me, like it's something to pay attention to about it. So some of you guys are manifesting your wildest dreams, but it's not like just like, oh, I can't believe that I won the lottery. It's not like that. It's like things that are impossible to you and maybe impossible to other people around you. Like it's not something that happens every day. It's not something that maybe has manifested before. It's like it's out of this world. I don't know how to explain it. And that's because codes are breaking down. You see how all these letters are all chopped up? It's like the codes are breaking down. I believe in the Matrix. I don't know about y'all, but I believe in that. I believe wholeheartedly in that. Because there's times where you'll glitch out and you'll think you're somewhere else and you'll come back confusing anybody. So Prince of Cups, the Prince of Cups is the Knight of Cups. So this is like, you guys will be receiving messages and downloads. Important messengers are coming into your life. Important messages. People expressing their truths. There's a lot of different with the Death card and the Moon card, the other two major arcana cards I pulled, again, it's like this dark energy, but it's this light energy over here. So whatever is in the dark shall come to light. And a lot of our energies, we're dying, like old energies that how do I say it? The old energies that we like embraced at one point, certain energies that we've taken in, that's being broken down. It's like false identities, it's illusions, all of that is being released. And I feel like that moon did it. Like that blood moon started all of it. Like you might have been feeling it slowly but surely because the energy was coming in. But yeah, it is spiritual warfare. Like now it's game on. Like I'm starting to see things from a more spiritual perspective. Of course, I was in, still, when you're so-called conscious and you deal with spirituality, it's kind of like one thing. But when you start to really see things for what they are, especially people for who they are, it's like you got to know what you're playing with. Some people don't know that they're being quote-unquote evil or low vibrational, but yeah, you better believe that there's people out there. Some of you guys are being prepared for a spiritual battle, because it could be that you're being tested right now by certain things and certain people. You might be having dreams that are very prophetic. Could be having dreams that the world is ending, but I don't feel like it's necessarily like that. Like, what's that, War of the Worlds or the day after or whatever. It's not so much like that. It could be like that in your dreams, but I feel like it's a metaphor for your life ending as you know it. And I don't feel like that's a bad thing, especially if you're, a righteous, you come from a place of high vibration, you come from a place of love and truth. You don't have nothing to worry about when it comes to this. Those who are not righteous, they're going to suffer with this energy because they can't take it anymore. It's game over. And those who are hip to it, you can't play me anymore. Narcissistic people, you can't play people anymore. You can't play that game anymore. You can't fool me anymore. You can't trick me anymore. I know what you're up to. Putting spiritual, but you can speak life or death onto some people too. I don't want to lose anybody. I'm not trying to get too like spiritual and religious and all that. I'm just speaking on what I'm picking up. But because there's some narcissistic people, and just like you'll attract your tribe, like you're this honey, you're dripping with this gold honey, this golden light, this gold high vibrational energy. They're gonna do whatever they gotta do to keep you there, but it's not gonna work for you. It's not gonna work for them. It's not gonna work. So I want to see the love energy, because I don't really feel like I tapped into love, but I'm gonna do that. I'm going to look at love because I don't feel like we really picked up on love, and I know that's important because love is important. Let me tell like some of the extras that come with it, but I do believe that there's spiritual connections, that there is a divine counterpart out there for everybody. I believe that, for those that are of highlight those, because what the divine connection is supposed to do, it is supposed to raise the vibration of the planet. Even though you have your own individual unique path, it's meant to, like, you and that partner bring something special to the table. And those like you, when you guys all come together, you bring something special to the table and something powerful. And you wonder why everybody is so deviant against love and relationships. Everybody wants to be a hoe. Not to say that you can't explore, you can't be sexually free, but demonizing counterparts and partnerships and oneness. Some people's partnerships might not be two people, it could be three. And who am I to judge? Because I don't believe somebody's ideal of love and relationship is the next person's ideal relationship. But just the fact that people are told and messing with multiple women and doing them dirty and hurting their feelings and lying and deceiving and doing this and doing that and trying, and TV does it the most. TV loves to project that there's no such thing of a healthy relationship, that it's always about arguing and fighting and cheating and abuse, and it's never harmonious, it's never beautiful. TV does a good job of showing you that, and they do that with reality TV, because like in the movies, they show you in the movies like, oh, it's just a fantasy, it's just a fairy tale. You can't have that love, Jones. You can't have that Notebook type of love. You can't have that. It's just a fantasy. But when you watch Love and Hip Hop, this is what love is. Love and hip hop. Like, really, this is what you're gonna get in TV. You know, like, this is the real world. This is how it is. And not to say that it's not true. Like, there's not dynamics like that. But it's like, there's a reason why. And I'm not trying to like be, I'm not trying to separate or anything. But for my melanated people, they really are trying to demonize you the most if you don't realize it. They like to promote the ignorant side of us and the ignorant side of family dynamics and make it seem like, you know, the black man is just a hoe and he has tons of baby mamas, and, you know, black women are sluts and they're easy, and, you know, you gotta be careful what they put in the media. So love energies are being attacked too. I'm just saying. So let's see. Don't answer that phone. Don't answer that phone when that narcissistic calls. I'm just saying, I don't know why I'm getting that, but don't. Thank you for your love and light, divine spirit. I ask for nothing but love and light and truth when it comes to love dynamics. What is the message that you wish to share when it comes to divine counterparts? Rest and reconsider. Okay, I already know where you're going with that one. Darkest fears, which is also number 9, like the rest and reconsider card. You have shine, which also has a 9 in that. Okay. Nurture, which is the Empress. Third eye chakra. Teach. Okay, so I'm going to stop with that, with number 6, and then just, if I need to pull some more, I will. Because all those tarot cards that I pulled, those came out like that, so I just took them like that. Rest and reconsider. I feel that right now, a lot of people, where it could be specifically, I should have like separated this like as one counterpart into the other, but I'm gonna just look at it as a whole as of right now. I feel that the person, I'm speaking to YouTubers and Instagrammers because I'm on 2 different devices. I hope y'all know. Like, I'm trying to like look. There is some things that are ending, of course, in others' lives. People are reconsidering, thinking about the path that they want to take, so they're taking some time out. Might be in a little mini hermit mode right now. With the darkest fears, everybody's facing their biggest triggers right now. And the beauty of it, mainly those who are masculine energies, mainly, this could even also be those who consider themselves feminine energies or tapping into their masculine side of themselves. They're facing their ego. So, like, the things that because women, sometimes we're built to be, like, strong and not share everything. Like, certain things about us act itself. So, everybody's masculine energy is being triggered by facing their biggest fear, which is facing something within themselves. But when you do that, it's like, it's a clarity that comes. You actually free yourself. You free your heart from that. up new, you free yourself from that. And it's within the heart. So this could be a heart chakra block. Even though the third eye chakra came out, your higher self is guiding you when it comes to your divine partnerships and all of that. So there's no need to walk in fear either. Because your biggest fear is an illusion. Because you know, number 9 and number 6, if you flip it, they're the same. So whatever you're fearing, your higher self is like, it's an illusion. It's not anything to fear. With the Empress card, this is the Divine Feminine Energy Nurture card. I'm going to have to say, y'all, if somebody is not accepting your love, just let it go. I'm not saying to let it go, like forget about him or her. Release it and surrender. Just do it, just because. Just because. Just let it go for right now. And I'm going to start crying because I know that you don't want to do it. You don't want to let it go. But you have to just do it. I don't know. Just do it. It's not me telling you what to do, but if somebody is rejecting you, let it go. And I feel that whatever is being rejected, it's gonna manifest to you whatever you're rejecting within yourself. If somebody's not taking your love, it's because you're not taking it for yourself. And that's the nurture energy that's coming out, the Empress. The Teach card. Some of you guys are already showing other people how it's done, how love is to be done. Even if you're a single person right now, you're teaching other people around you how love is supposed to be. And your kids are an example. Your kids are an example. Even if you don't have kids, there's people like you. And if it's not children, it's like adults around you that have those inner child wounds, and you're showing them how it could be done and how to work through those energies, whether you realize it or not. You're showing them how it's coming. Sometimes a friend of mine, he's a guy. A lot of my friends that are like, they come to me to get readings, and I be like, why y'all get readings from me? Y'all are like, they have such powerful insights. Like, they don't even have to come to me sometimes. Like, sometimes, yeah, we go to each other because, you know, they kind of help you make sense of whatever's going on within you. They can translate it for you, because sometimes you can't do it for yourself because your ego gets in the way. But he said something so profound. He was like, feminine energy is being attacked because where will we be without the woman? And the Hierophant represents that false programming, that religious, that, you know, that man runs the world. Not to say that they don't to some extent, and that man and woman don't run the world in different aspects, but the lower aspects of that, the programming and the sheeple and the religious stuff, you know, teaching that the woman is nothing and she's weak and she's deviant, she's a demon and she's a temptress, and, you know, humanity's fallen because of Eve and all that stuff that we're taught. The woman is very essential. So feminism, I don't agree with feminism either, because that's kind of like hyper masculine and programming too, but in a woman's body. Feminism has nothing to do with that. It's the mother energy. It's that nurturing energy. We're nothing without the man, and the man is nothing without the woman, basically, if that makes sense. But it's time for women to step in her righteous place as well. It's not to throw the men out the window, because we both need each other. Masculine and feminine need each other. They're one and the same. They need each other. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a separate energy with feminine energy and then masculine energy on one end, just to see where that energy's at. And actually, I'm gonna use the Heal Yourself cards because I love these cards. I'm gonna use these. Okay. Thank you for allowing God to prepare me, Most High God. I would ask you to tap into the energies of feminine and masculine energies as they go through the current planetary changes, major shifts and divine shifts within the universe as it pertains to divine counterparts and connections and love relationships of all kinds, romantic and non-romantic, spiritual, feminine energy, masculine energy. first. Sadness. Shifting out of sadness. Cycles. Victim consciousness. I don't like it right now. Procrastination. Sexual arts. Okay, I don't like this. But you guys are shifting out of whatever this energy is. That cycle's over. So if you've been withholding yourself back, like, y'all need your sexual energy. It's time. Don't hold that sexual energy back. There's a way it's a way to tap into your sexuality without being loose with it, taking it too dark. It's okay to balance both your light and dark energies. You can't be Miss Prissy and Miss Doll. You can't be this doll all the time. Sometimes you do have to bring that out, and it's like that energy. Someone made you feel dirty, maybe women, or could be men who identify as feminine energy. Someone made you feel dirty about your sexuality. Maybe you're just naturally sensual. The way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dress, and it may have had nothing to do with you trying to like capture somebody's attention or be sexual. It's just who you are. That sensuality, your breasts, your hips, your legs. Somebody demonized that part of you. Maybe you even did that to yourself, like you felt guilty. And the best attack is rape and molestation is the best way that they attack you and make you feel like you're dirty and you're nothing. Make you feel like, oh, you can't be that because, oh, if you were that, then that's what you get. That type of energy, some of you guys are still dealing with that energy. And you're not able to fully embrace all that you are because of that. I don't feel like this is your divine counterpart. For those of you who know who they are, or you've ever met them or whatever, I don't feel like it's your divine counterpart that's doing this to you. It's somebody who's like pretty much a narc, an energy vampire, a lower vibrational being that's trying to attack you. And some of you guys, this is like sexual energy that you guys need to clear too. You see how all these different like shadow figures in this card? It's like all these different, you really can't see it because the lighting is bad and it's a gray, blackish color. So you can't really see, but there's snakes in there. There's faces in there. So that's something that needs to be healed. The sadness that you guys are feeling, be careful what you dwell in this energy, because you see it has a little paint set right here. You're painting that reality. Don't create from that space. It's time to change the story. It's time to change the cycle. This could be something, family oriented, family related. Maybe it runs in the family. Maybe some women in your family have been molested and raped, and they had to water down their sensuality and their beauty and their feminine essence because of something that happened to them. It's time to break the cycle. You're not a victim. Something that did happen to you, yeah, you can take it as a victim, but you're not a victim, you're a warrior. Procrastination. I feel the only person that can hold you back is you, because you're very powerful. The pussy holds power. I'm sorry, I'm about to say it. I don't care. Pussy holds power. You have to tap into that energy. You really do. And that doesn't mean throwing it around to everybody. That does not mean that. But it holds a lot of power. You're not a victim. And you're holding yourself back. Okay? Yeah, the man carries the torch, but you got the torch too. Why not carry your torch? Step into the light together. Sexual arts. Yeah, you got to heal. You gotta heal. And you have the power to heal man through your wound. You brought life through the wound. You can heal through the wound. And if you don't physically have a wound, you can not manifest, but you can tap into that energy. I'm sure somebody can explain a little bit better than me, but I feel like there's a way that you can tap into your inner wound, your spiritual wound. But for those of you who have a physical wound, you can heal man with that energy. whether that be actually letting them in, whether that be just the presence of you and activating that energy. I don't want to get too far into that. I'll save that for another time. But awaken your sexual goddess energy. Sexuality. I love this card. This is my favorite card in this deck, by the way. She's beautiful. This card kind of reminds me of like, it's kind of like Rihanna vibes to it. But that's one of my favorite cards. And then you have home. So you have discover your life purpose, love, sexuality, and home. Actually, this is the masculine energy. Bottom card is temptation. Top card is self-love. So what masculine energies are learning right now is through their purposes in life, some of them may be musical. Some of them have musical talents that they're not utilizing. Some of them have some sort of creative artistic abilities. Some of them have creative artistic abilities. Through that, they're discovering their purpose. Or maybe this is you like encouraging the masculine, whether you're near or far, whether you talk to them or you don't talk to them or you never met them. By you living your purpose and you discovering what your purpose is here, what you're here to do, they naturally tap into that energy as well. I will. Then you figure out your life purpose. It has to, it's no other way around it. With the love card, they feel the love of the feminine energy too, regardless of whether there's a separation or not. You see the man is in a portrait and the woman's here. So there's some separation, of course. Some of you, like I said, you never met your divine counterpart. Maybe you don't know that you exist, or they don't know you exist and you don't know they exist. Whatever category you fall into is going to be different for everybody. But the love is not like it's not separate just because you're not physically together, or you could be talking every day, but there's some sort of separation, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, emotional. The love, the energy it's still there. Sexuality. Oh my God, you guys, it might feel like I'm leading this man into a death trap, or if I show a little skin, if I just flirt a little. No, your energy, you're leading him to his higher self. He has to go in that shadow side of himself, that temptress energy. I feel like there's a way to transmute everything. New is kind of like what I don't know how to pronounce her name, but kind of like what she was saying, like you can take the bad out of a person, but you can also take the good out of them. There's something that you can equally take something light out of the darkness. So through your sexual temptation, you're leading him to his darker self, meaning his shadow self, or if your divine masculine is a female, you're leading her to her shadow self, because that's where everything lies. That's where the discoveries are. You got to go within that aspect. So there's a way to tempt this person through this sexual energy, because it's actually healing that goes there. And this dark space could actually be the womb, actually, too. That dark matter, that womb within the self. Ching, yeah. You can put it on them if you want to. That's what I'm getting. It could be the womb, but it's also just your energy in his presence draws him towards you, and it's like, I don't know why, but the more and more he's drawn to you, the more and more he subconsciously goes within his darker energies to heal what needs to be healed. So that can be done through sex, that can be done through interaction, doesn't matter. Don't put a cap on it, because it can be both. Home. He knows where home is, or they'll know where home is. If you haven't met this person, you don't know you exist, they don't know you exist, whatever. They know where home is. I feel that some of you guys, because there's more feminine energies in this card, and this was meant to be the masculine's energy, there's more feminine energies in this card. So they're also tapping into their feminine energies as well within themselves. So they have a yearning, they have like a call to be where they're meant to be. Self-love. The self-love card. I feel like that's the part of their feminine energy that they're tapping into. They're learning to nurture themselves for once. That it's okay to care about how they feel. It's okay to honor what their wants and their needs are for once. It's okay to do that. They could also be learning that through you. You guys, I don't want y'all to be limited. I'm sure like those of you who are up on the spiritual game know that you don't need to be physically present with your divine counterpart or even know who they are in the physical to feel the presence of them or to be influenced by each other's energy. You guys can be miles and miles away. You may have not even talked on the phone, never seen each other's face. You don't even know the person's name, nothing. But throughout your entire journey, you're affected by each other somehow, some way. So it all makes sense. It's a puzzle piece. Like you can't create the other picture without that other piece. Just because you don't know where the other piece is in the box doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Doesn't mean it's not going to create the full picture, if that makes sense. Let me pull one more card. I'm going to pull from the Sacred Power Oracle deck, and then we'll be done. Yeah. Okay. Y'all must see. Most High God asks for highest guidance, truth, and clarity. What other messages do we need to take collectively? In any instance, whether it's love or any other aspects of our lives, what is the message that we need to take? Those who are watching and those who will watch this video, I'm trying to look at both of you, YouTube and Instagram. I'm trying, Alright. Lightning. That's divine feminine energy, divine mother energy with Mother Isis. She's been coming up a lot, Mother Isis. Her lightning strikes. Yeah. So the birthing pains that you guys feel, the hurt, the pain, the confusion, then you have Source that wanted to come out. So I feel like this is divine feminine and divine masculine energy with the Source and Mother Isis energy. The birthing pains that you feel is really you're breaking open this reality. Like I said before, it's feminine energy is doing it. Feminine energy is giving birth to something, and that's universally. That's just what it is. The Source energy is divine masculine energy. That's the support energy. But this is also the support of your ancestors, your spiritual beings, your spiritual guides, the angels, the Most High God. This solar energy, that's the divine masculine energy. The Isis represents moon. You see the moon behind her. That's spirit. I love spirit, like for real. Tree of life. Yeah, there's some. You guys are giving birth. This is like all the little. I don't want to say little because we're not little, but it's like all of us on this spiritual path, this spiritual journey, this light path. Whether you feel like you're in the light and the dark, it doesn't matter. But this, I don't want to say light like it's light and fluffy, like, oh, no, like warrior energy, spiritual warriors, all of those that are part of this one big tree. You're creating a lineage of something very powerful. It's all unique, but it all comes together. Boundaries. Spirit is saying, like, I'm breaking you free from this wall, this stupid wall. I'm not even going to get into that wall. I'm not going to get into that stupid wall. That wall is not stopping the show. I'm just saying. I'm not going to get into that wall. Y'all can ask your guides or your angels what the wall represents or whatever. Or look up what the Trump wall represents and all of that. Because it's not what it seems. It's really not what it seems like. There's so many different takes on it. But they're all saying the same thing. Spiritually. That wall is like, it's a energetic wall that's trying to block some shit. And it's not going to work. It's not happening. But the wall for yourself, just energetically, for anything that's blocking you or that was trying to block you or that has blocked you in the past, you're overcoming that blockage. It's not going to last forever. It's not going to be there for long. It's gone. That wall is gone. That's it, y'all. I hope this reading does resonate. He does it for a power trip. That wall is stupid, period. Any wall that's any blockage, even if it's something you created on your own, whether it's something someone put up for you, nobody's gonna stop your show. Nobody can block you at this point, not even yourself. If you're meant to go higher, you're meant to rise above, you're meant to go up and up, nothing can stop that. Now I'm hearing that one song. Who sings that? Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. Whoever's song, I can't remember. I don't know if it's DJ Khaled or who is it? French Montana? Somebody, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna happen. Not even you can block yourself. It's not happening. Whew. Alright, I'm done. I hope that resonates with everybody. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a awesome Wednesday. Get through this hump day. The week is almost over. Yeah, I'm done. Any questions that were not answered? Remy Ma, Joe, French Montana, Fat Joe. Oh, Fat Joe. Yeah, I'm done, y'all. I appreciate you. If you guys want a personal reading with me, you guys can check out on Instagram. You guys check my link tree for my information. Those on YouTube, check the description box. I'll put the link in the description box on my love. I appreciate everybody watching. YouTubers, Instagrammers, I appreciate everybody. Much love.